Okay, everyone should be able to hear me. I tried to turn down the music just a tiny bit. It's still very loud in my ears, so I'm going to turn it down just a little bit further so that I can hear. And last little sound check, everybody. Sorry. Everybody's probably tired of it. Oh, and then I'm talking over here, of course. Yeah, it's. I have to monitor on something else, and it's going to turn into this feedback loop. Gotcha. All right. There we go. Got the chat up. They can't hear you guys yet, so you guys are talking crap to me, but I have yet to unmute the cast. Here we go. All right. Welcome back, everyone, to Silver and Blood, Episode 5. I really should start naming these, but oh well. Welcome back. We're excited to be here. I'm actually having a lot of fun on this channel, so it's been great. So excited to be back. Let's see who I see. Some of our friends are back. We've got Tidorf, Apacho. That's nice to see as well. And there's some strange guy, Coconut Clifford. No idea who that guy is, or now I know, but before, just one of our
Just
amazing
some
fans.
Strange, very nice person.
Yeah. So it's good to see everyone. Hopefully more people will be along for a little bit, but if not, just a quick heads up for everyone. It's fortunately that time of the year, that time of the pandemic, that a lot of us are starting to get vaccines. And when you get your vaccine, you sometimes feel under the weather. Luckily for you guys, my vaccine was on an off week, but I missed work Wednesday and barely made it through my other show. So that being said, I'm not going to necessarily volunteer any information, but some of our cast members have gotten some shots, not feeling too good, so we're going to go ahead and just cut it a little bit short tonight. So just to let everyone know, if it feels like, man, it's a little short tonight, that's why. I hope you guys can bear with us. If not, there's plenty of other stuff to watch on Twitch. So, and I even think Grim and Perilous has their own other show on a different channel. You could totally go watch. So, welcome back, and that's our update. Okay, so let's get to it. We're gonna do our standard kind of just how I talk about everything. So, Grim and Perilous, Zweihander, my world, Silver and Blood is a very dark world, very grim dark. There are a lot of adult topics. Our safety mechanics, we really just have green, yellow, and red topics. Green topics are open for everyone. Yellow topics can happen usually with warnings or caveats. Red topics we just don't bring up. Red topics do happen in the world of Silver and Blood and Zweihander, but it's just not something we focus on. So that's how that works. If you want a more in-depth kind of rundown of how that works, you can go ahead and rewatch our first episode, in which I go into that in more detail. So we're going to go around, do the introductions, and maybe, talk about some other things that we do. So if you really like us, you can watch us do some other stuff. Hi, everyone. I think everyone who's currently watching live on Twitch right now probably knows who I am, but you never know who's going to be watching this later. I am the Vampire Interpreter. You can find me on Instagram at Vampire Interpreter, where you can see just my life and all the other little projects I'm involved in. If you really like our stuff, I do Weave the Tale, the Nuwaden Chronicles, on Tuesdays. I also have 2 shows on TTRP Theater. That one is 2 seasons of Sinners and Saints. You can go back and watch, and I do kind of a talk show called The Vampire Interprets, where I talk about just different topics in gaming. So if you like me and you like all these other people, because I'm sure you will see them at one time or another on that show if it goes on long enough, you should check it out. So let's start with who's over here. That is Ian. So this is Ian, everybody. Ian, I want you to go ahead and introduce yourself. If you have any other projects, tell us about that. Favorite part about last game and what you're looking forward to this game. That being said, if you don't mind moving a little bit over in the frame, you're just looks like you're already fall off the camera. There we go. Awesome. All right, Ian, go ahead and do it.
I'm Ian. I don't have a lot of other projects. I've been painting minis lately and doing a fairly good job with that. Some of that's on my Instagram, Genghis Pawn. I think my favorite part of last stream was being really crazy logical and I guess suggesting that we're going to have a full body examination for everyone in the camp, and that made everyone uncomfortable, and that was good. That was pretty much what I was going for, so that's good.
Nobody appreciates a good cavity search. So what are you looking forward to
Right.
this episode? Cavity searches?
Well, I'm looking forward to getting into the roots of the orc disease and figuring out more about how it works and who's maybe going to, especially who's going to turn into an orc, and if we can stop that whole issue from reaching Rookburg. So,
All right. Let's drop down to the absolutely lovely and famous Ty. Ty, introduce yourself. Favorite part about last episode and what you're looking forward to this episode.
Hello, I am Ty. You can find me on social media at Hey Tyler Gray. Last episode, I think I'm kind of same with Ian. Is I liked the logicalness of it. Like I know somebody in the comments was like, "All right, guys, like I'll taking it really seriously," but like that's my character, and I think it's fun for her to take things like way too seriously because that's kind of all she's known how to be growing up in this like cult church thing. So I thought that was fun. But what I'm looking for this episode is probably I don't know, trying to save a town from this orc plague.
Awesome. That I will be honest, and my notes for this episode are just all up here, and they're all ideas, and we'll just see what happens. So can't throw a curveball at me if I haven't written anything down yet. So
That's where you're wrong, buddy.
that is true. That is true. Let's jump over to Megan. Megan, why don't you introduce yourself? Any other projects you're into, and what was fun last episode, and what you look forward to this episode?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Megan. You can find me at Starweaver on Instagram. Yeah, on Instagram. And I don't really do a whole lot else. Maybe in the future. But yeah. And favorite thing about last episode was just really digging into that guard. Some fun fake lore. And favorite or thing I'm excited for this episode is figuring out how we're gonna deal with the possibility that everyone is infected.
That is true. That's true. You bring up Megan real quick. You were like, maybe there are other projects. I literally have a cult game where there's a Snapchat demon, and I think you need to be the girl obsessed with Snapchat. So if that happens, be ready to be a self-absorbed pseudo-teenager that may or may not have terrible things happen to them. So
I can definitely do that.
awesome. I'm excited for that. I think I even mentioned that on the other group I'm in. I'm like, oh, this is a neat idea I would have. So there we go. It would be tons of fun. Let's jump up to last but certainly not least, Caroline. Caroline, introduce yourself. Any other projects you're doing? Favorite part about last episode and what you're looking forward to this episode?
Hi, I'm Caroline. I'm found pretty much everywhere as Fiery Sunbird. Other projects you have seen me on or can see me on. I was Eve Keller for seasons 1 and 2 of Sinners and Saints. I also play the surprisingly dastardly Jada Moo on the Nuwaden Chronicles. So keep an eye out for her. That was really fun to get to be the bad guy.
Oh yeah, that's
one of my favorite parts about last episode, of course, was the hilarity of, oh well, everyone should get naked, and then I'm the one who's like, no, we should not. not for any of those reasons that you think, but no. I really loved how everyone is trying to be nonchalant, but I'm the one who keeps getting up and walking back and forth between the elf and everyone else. I'm the messenger being entirely suspicious, like I'm not carrying anything. I'm just talking to absolutely everyone.
awesome. Well, all right. So here we go. Sorry, everyone. I'm looking off. I was trying to. I don't want to mess with my sound settings, but I'm getting annoyed with something, and I'm like, yeah, I'll just deal with that later. That's a me problem right now, and something we'll figure out later. Okay, so let me take a look here. Hey, Megan, can you scoot over in your frame a little bit? Like you're just kind of falling off the edge.
Which way?
I don't know.
Slowly been trying to set myself.
That's fine. Just pick away. I mean, at this point,
Well,
you
yeah,
know.
we'll see.
I love to say that we on the show are professionally amateur. We look professional, but we are still very new at this. So just
There's a slight delay with what's going on Twitch and
Yeah.
well, I have the live thing up here, so when you move, it instantly moves for me. So just pick a direction. All right, here, point your hand. Okay, the way your hand just moved, don't go that way. Go the other way.
not this way.
Not that way. So just scoot over the other way, just a hair. Okay, a little bit more. Okay. Maybe like... No, you're not moving.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Actually, scooch.
Yeah, scoot your body, not the camera.
There you go.
A little bit more. There we go. There we go. There we are. All right, cool.
Hey.
You're being way too... You're all way too subtle for us here. I'm just like... Just sitting here like... All right. Yes, my OCD is kicking in, D-Dorf. Yeah, my minor is in television production, but that was years ago, so I'm very... I try to keep everyone centered, and now that I'm saying that, I'm looking at me. I'm a little off-center. Which way do I go?
Are you sure you just didn't frame all of us slightly off center?
It was a quick job. Somebody had to do it, and it was off a little bit. So, okay. There we go. All right. Let's get to it. Where we last left our group of heroes, you guys were, you had escaped from Uthergang through the mines to run into a kind of caravan that had been attacked by orcs. There was fear that, no one knew who was infected with the orc sickness. So, if you're just joining us and you don't know what the orc sickness is in Silver and Blood, it's a disease that turns people into orcs. The first stage is paranoia, hiding your wound that's becoming infected so others don't catch you. Part 2, you insidiously infect other people through bodily fluids. You know, you can spit in somebody's drink, you could kiss someone, you could sleep with it. But after that, those people that are infected don't have the wound that shows the signs, and it can spread throughout an entire town quite quickly. And when you become an orc, you're an orc with almost a totally new personality. So that is the fear. So you guys had come across them, had figured out that one of the guards had been infected, so you guys spoke to the other guards, not realizing that out of the 2 other guards that you spoke to, one of them was infected as well. They left in the middle of the night to the nearby town of Rotsburg, where if you cannot find them or apprehend them, who knows what is going to happen. So... Oh, thanks, Apacho. Whoa, what an awesome concept. Nice way of making orcs fearsome again. Thank you. I thought that's actually, just quick note, that is what started me developing this whole setting. Was, there was actually an episode of Star Trek that inspired me to do this, because there was an episode of Star Trek where someone gets infected and they become this other race. And it was, and they started to have memories and stuff like that. So I was like, oh, wouldn't that be neat? And then I was like, oh, that'd be cool if that was orcs. And then here we are. They're zombies? Yeah, in a way they are zombie-like. Except, like, when you become an orc, if you can have a conversation with an orc, you can have a conversation with an orc that could have been your wife at one time and is now Madam Warchief of the Bloodgulp clan. So, is it really your wife anymore? And also, too, they develop personalities. Where do these personalities come from? So, one of the great mysteries of the world. So that being said, catching everyone up, there's a little bit of a lore there for everyone. You guys, I think you had stopped for the night, knowing that the next day's travel you would be able to reach Rotsburg. So here you are, knowing that these 2 have fled sometime during the night. What do you do?
Well, we should probably check the town.
You guys have yet to get to the town, so you guys are still out there. This is that morning. They're gone. You're still at the camp what do we do?
We should probably find them and get to the town.
Yes. So,
Elf, you are from the woods. Can you track them?
Not gonna comment. I can try. I don't know how good I'll be. I think that Lauren might be better at it.
Yes, it is a survival check to track people. Let me see if you have anything that helps you. I don't think you do.
I'm not trained in it.
I might be our go-to for it.
If it's survival, yeah.
Yeah, I don't appear to have a spell called Find That Guy, so...
Yeah, the best survival...
I rolled a 49.
Is it Lauren? Do you have survival?
Might be me.
Your survival's 49. Yeah, you are hands down better than everybody else. So.
All right. So Lauren will just kind of go, I'll see what I can find. And she gets up.
Mine is 50.
Oh.
Oh, is it? Did I miss it already?
Survival, 50%.
Yeah, okay, so.
Are you trained?
How about,
How
about I assist you, because I assume that I have no idea what I'm doing.
Okay.
There you go. So when you assist, you get to re-roll and can replace the tens place.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just rolling one die, right? Yes.
What'd you roll, buddy?
You don't want it.
Cool.
I rolled a 5, so you don't want it.
I got just barely. I rolled a 49.
There we go. All right. Well, that is just enough. Okay, so yes, you do find the tracks that lead off towards Rotsburg.
Well, looks like they're headed that way.
So if you wanted to apprehend them, and I say this in air quotes because you don't know how far of a head start they have, you could probably chase them down, Lauren, because that is, you're a messenger.
What I do.
Yeah, it's like mechanically what you do. You can just traverse large tracts of land very quickly. You wouldn't be able to take everyone with you. That being said, the group could move quicker if you leave behind the kind of some of the caravanners, but then they will be in. They will have to go the day without any protection if you guys feel you are worth that. So that's an option. It's up to you.
So, here's the way I see it. I might be able to catch up to them. Maybe. I might even be able to overtake them. If I go on my own. We could all go without the caravan. Probably not catch them, but catch up and get to Rotsburg pretty quickly. However, now the caravan only has one man at arms because the other two, well, they ran off in the night together.
How far are we from Rotsburg?
You would be there by late afternoon, early evening. With the carts moving, it just depends on if you run into any trouble, terrain difficulties. By foot, without any waiting for the, and I should say without waiting for the caravan and or you, Albrecht, because you were too slow because you still have that broken leg. The three of them could make much quicker work. They could hit there probably by midday. If you decided to, I think there's more oxen here rather than horses, so there's probably no animals to get there, to take you any quicker. That's me.
I don't know if I can keep up with them, but the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. The plague must be pursued.
Right.
So it sounds like we're splitting the party. So, do we want to just send Caroline to hunt these people down, or do we want to send anyone else to try to keep up?
I think that Mathriel might be a good person to go with Lauren.
Yeah, I guess just in case we need to fight them. 'Cause it's
All right.
I mean,
I have the utmost confidence that you two will do what must be done.
Yeah. Which is talk to the city guards as soon as we get there.
Well-
Oh, no, that wasn't what I was thinking at all.
Well, you listen. If we overtake them, we overtake them. We can cross that bridge if we get to it. We don't know when they. I don't know when they left or how far of a head start. They might already be in town. It's hard to tell if they went running or if they went walking.
Just be certain you push them off the bridge if you need to.
Yeah. Yeah. Hope they catch.
It is the humane solution.
Right.
Okay.
anyway.
Mithril,
I
are you
like how the murderous Elvi's like, okay, that's a little dark.
ready to go?
I'm just trying not to sound too excited. Sooner we leave, the sooner we catch up to them, or warn the city about a danger that's already in their walls.
All right, so here's what I'm gonna do here. What kind of role would that be? I feel like it's an athletics check. To kind of do the. To do that, let me check. Where are we at, Lauren? Here we are.
I don't know. Athletics is surprisingly not.
Well, you have you may not have to roll because you literally have lickety split.
Yeah, I've got
it's a
lickety
professional
split.
advantage that you can increase your movement by +3. In addition to remove you reduce all movement actions by -1 AP. Like you're not gonna have to roll. Like you are able to move, very, very, very quickly. So, T-Dorf says if you guys separate, you don't have to share the XP or the treasure with the group. There we go.
Yeah,
there we go.
Let's see. I've also got the sprint talent
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. So what's
and long-winded, but long-winded is more of just for when I suffer physical peril. But
well, actually, that's also too long-winded. So as you suffer physical peril from like exerting yourself, you reduce it. So chasing these people down as fast as you possibly can is going to be easy for you. That being said, while Mathriel and the Valley Elvi are people of the Finster Forest, very rough terrain. That being said, I'll actually give you a little bit of a bonus here because I think it just narratively makes sense, but not much. While you were people of the forest, you have been gone for some time, and this round ear is very quick. So
there it is.
Yeah, we gotta get our fake racism in here somewhere.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, real quick. I believe last time we left you guys, there were 2 fortune points on each side. I had 2 fortune points. You guys had 2 fortune points, or I have misfortune points rather.
Sounds good.
So we're gonna go ahead. I'm just putting those out now. All right, Mathriel. I feel like you need to give me an athletics check. I'm gonna give you only a +5%. Just because I feel like narratively, the elf running through the forest chasing people down. Like, come on. What do
Okay. Oh, not bad. 26.
26. All right. So that's a normal success because in this system to like do very well, you have to roll beneath and doubles, but that's still very well. So you were doing your best to keep up with Lauren. I will say since you didn't get since you didn't get like the critical success, you're breathing heavy. Oh my God, yeah. Lauren is a running machine. keeping up with her is a test to your stamina. So we're gonna, while that's happening, you guys are actually gonna catch up. Okay, you guys have rolled really well. We're gonna go to the audience here. Audience, high or low, whatever you pick is good for the heroes. High or low. All right, anybody got it? Anybody got it? All right,
Yep.
T-Dorf
T-Dorf
says I
says
like high. I was kind of...
Hi.
We get two for high. All right. So, because I'm giving you a slight bit of advantage, I'm going to... Normally, I'd split at 5. I'm going to go to 4. That's kind of the split. Give you guys, like, I guess, +1 bonus, whatever. Okay. All right. Cool. How do I want to do this?
Like a.
Yeah, well, actually, this has little to do with you guys. I'm thinking Albrecht and Adelaide are moving as quickly as they can to catch up.
Did we leave the caravan behind?
That's actually, there you guys go. What do you want to do? Why don't you guys take a minute or two to role play what your decision would be? Because you have one of the guards whose name as I cannot remember, but he was on your side. He is there, and then you guys are the other kind of heroic, brave people. The rest are just huddled masses that just want to get home and kind of forget this whole orc ordeal.
Albert, how is your leg?
It's not great, but it is not my running was never my strong suit anyway.
Would it be more comfortable for you to sit in the caravan?
Absolutely. It might be best if I defend the caravan from there.
Well, your magic comes in handy at long range, I suppose.
Sometimes in short range as well.
Well, I guess we'll stay with the caravan and catch up when we do.
Hopefully the orcs will not decide to attack again. They attacked once. They may give it a second look. But if so, we'll be here.
Well, I can't say that I'm quite as qualified to defend them as you and our soldier friend are, but I will do my best.
I have confidence. You're coming into your abilities slowly but surely. I've never seen an orc up close. It piqued my interest a bit.
Maybe it's best not to be too interested.
So the friendly guard will be like, Albrecht, your magi, the good sister brings up a good point. Do you shoot fire? I don't know. I'm thinking of where we should put you. Should I take point? Or should we put you there's only 3 or 4 cards. Put you in the middle? Or should you be looking out the rear?
I suggest that I stay in such a place that I become an unpleasant surprise for any orc who attempts to attack the caravan. Perhaps the middle would be the best spot.
That's what I was thinking too.
I might have some luck in frightening them away if they do attack.
We can have the sister. I forget, what does the sister have? Sister, I think, has a dagger.
Mm-hmm.
It's not much. But yeah,
Adequately.
It's not much, but there's a.
We're lightly trained now.
Yeah. We can pass out. He kind of, there's leftover daggers and things from the dead. We'll pass out what sharp things we have to anyone who's old enough to carry it. And I guess we'll do our best. But we should get moving. All right, so, gotcha. There are lots of compliments for the cast here in the chat. Everyone's looking fabulous. Love it. So, as the two of you, Mathrael and Lauren, get closer to Rothsburg, the tracks will start to become muddied as there are more and more footsteps. A large mass of, and I should say not large mass, several dozen people have hiked through here. You're finding blood. You're even finding daggers and even a sword. Kind of. So it seems like you guys have picked up, coming through there, that other people have joined this trail as you're getting closer, and blood, a sword, a dagger. I would say, I feel like I'll let you role play it, but if for a hot second, if you don't come up to the conclusion on your own, I will give you guys some role play. So, what do you do? And we will say narratively, you stop to let Mathriel catch her breath.
Well, anything could have happened, but she picks up a sword. I'm wondering if there was a fight here.
Looks like it.
I think our friends might have come across another band, and
there's no bodies nearby.
I don't know.
As you guys continue to march forward as quickly as you can towards Rothsburg, you will eventually get to the point that you can see the city through the lightly wooded area and starts to eventually get to a clearing. The city of Rothsburg itself, call it a city is a stretch, but it's definitely bigger than the town of Untergang. There's at least probably 1,000, if not more, inhabitants that live here. You can see the steeple of the temple from here. Some engineering was put into building it. That being said, during the reign of the Imperial Magnum, engineering grew by leaps and bounds, but since its fall, the architects from the Imperial City no longer visited. So this is an old temple. As you get closer, though, following these tracks, they begin to become impossible to follow, mainly because so many footsteps have started to overcome this. And you see outside the town a makeshift kind of refugee camp. And there's at least 200 people camped outside this town. So, what's the city known for? Not cheese, Tidorf, not cheese. So, the two of you are there far enough away that no one has directly noticed you, but you see this essentially refugee camp growing outside of this city.
Well, first of all, you're a monster, Adam. Just let us have our cheese puns. I know that's some low-hanging fruit, but
we have.
Secondly, oh no, why is there like a refugee town outside this city? Oh no. And the two not talky characters are the ones who are here. I'll turn to Mathriel and just say, I can do the talking necessary. I'm wondering if we should ask these people if our targets have come through.
A note on the culture here. You guys are definitely getting further north into mid-Silverrock. There are not many Valley Elvi here. And everyone, the rumors of the Valley Elvi are they are terrible monsters that live in this dark forest, do blood sacrifices. You may encounter more kind of just normal Elvi, which are, I call them kind of city elves. And they're treated as second-class citizens and things like that. Slavery has been illegal in Silverrock for some time, but you might even start running into halflings, actually. So, And a note on halflings. Oh, lore note. Note on halflings where Elvi and everyone else are directly oppressed, and you can feel kind of the species racism against them. Halflings don't directly experience that. It's just assumed they are subservient and have lesser roles.
Huh.
And so they are kind of forgotten in their discrimination. No one burns the halfling, but the halfling never owns a business. The halfling's always the server because that's what halflings do. So there you go.
No, halflings as in like hobbits, halflings
Hobbit.
as in like half elf.
Hobbits, rather. Hobbits,
Okay.
halflings.
Okay.
The short
I wanted
people.
to ask to make sure, so I'm just so I'm not like, oh, why? So don't make the "why are you so short" comment. If I know that they're short, okay, that's why I asked.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll stick with me just in case they, I don't know, try and do anything stupid.
Yeah. I'm gonna try really hard not to get agitated.
Appreciate that.
And if I
Yeah, let me know somehow if I need to extricate us from the situation.
I will grab you.
Good to know. And I'll walk into the tent city.
As you approach, you actually start to feel slightly familiar, Lauren. Some of these individuals here are soldiers. You will recognize them as soldiers in the Unification War, as King Edward is starting to unify Silberac again. There's not like a whole regiment here. Like I said, there's maybe a few hundred people, but that being said, you will see soldiers, injured, mainly the injured here. There's few that you see that are not in some way injured. That being said, those that you do not see seem to be refugees of probably towns that have been sacked or burned during the war.
Yeah.
So Rothsburg apparently is relatively untouched, and that is where the wounded have hiked to, probably from a disbanded army that you could assume lost to King Edward's army. But so yeah, there's a lot of injured, a lot of screams of the dying and those in pain and suffering. Like that is what you hear.
Oh boy, I missed this
Yes.
or something.
So I guess the question is, where do you go in this camp? Do you try to approach the town? Do you try to find a central structure? What do you want to do?
I'm gonna try to find a central structure, any sort of tent that seems to have any sort of identifier on it. If not, then I'm gonna poke my head, either, like not in a tent, but like at an open tent to be like, hi, is anyone in charge?
Gotcha.
Especially if it's a soldier, I'll be like, oh, hi, I'm Lauren, I'm from this regiment. Who's in charge? I've got a weird situation here.
Gotcha. So if you're gonna find a soldier, I think you could probably just go to any soldier.
Yeah.
And look
I pick a soldier. I'm just like, hey, Fritz.
Fritz, there you go. Here's what we're gonna do. Now that I have to come up with random dude's name, I'm gonna go to the internet to give.
How about Klaus?
Random dudes.
There you go.
I feel like I want to go.
I think was Klaus one of the other soldiers' names. We're trying to remember because there was Sven, and then two others.
Dietrich. There we go.
Dietrich, what a great name.
Dietrich, yeah. So you're gonna approach him. He has his arm in a sling. So you will approach him. I assume salute him or something.
Yeah. I was wondering. I'm von Feuerbach. I'm from this regiment. To the north at the front. Do we have a commanding officer here of any kind? We've got a weird situation.
The one that's left in charge here It's as we're pulling up other names here. Ooh, God, there is Lord Godfrey. He's in the tent over there.
Also, by any chance, I'm sure you probably don't know. I was looking for a lord from
Lord Jurgen.
Untergang. Huh?
Lord Jurgen.
Yeah, I was looking for Lord Jurgen from Untergang, and he has disappeared. Did you hear any rumblings about him since you've been here?
No, I don't know. I'm from further south.
Okay. I just figured I'd ask in case, because it's from the south of here, so...
But yes, Lord, Lord Godfrey.
Okay.
Is over there.
Thank you. Speedy
So
recovery.
now that he looks past you, he will see the horns of the elf and kind of look warily.
She's with me.
His sword arm looks too injured to really be any threat to
Good.
anyone, but he still eyes her warily.
And we go.
All right.
I didn't know that you were part of this whole thing.
Yeah, I'm a messenger in the military. I was initially deployed with a cadre of other messengers to find Lord Jurgen of Untergang, but he's disappeared, probably because he doesn't want to go to war and take all of his best friends and all of the young healthy men of the town with him to die in the name of his majesty, which I understand not many do. But it's still his duty as a citizen.
You people are
So-
interesting.
Round ears.
It's,
All right. So where do we go?
we go to Lord Godfrey.
All right. You go to Lord Godfrey's tent, which is modest, but nonetheless still impressive for the makeshift tents that have been thrown around here. Really just cover from the elements. There will be two somewhat relatively intact guards at the door, more flap to this tent. And then when they see the elf, their eyes are gonna widen. They don't draw their weapons, but yeah, they'll kind of like, "What are you doing here?
She's with me.
And who are you?"
I'm Lauren von Feuerbach. I'm from the Northern Front. I serve under General.
I think you have a name. Hold on. I've
Oh God, I think
No,
I
you
do
didn't.
have one.
This is what see, it's something I'm prepared for. Hold on. Hold on here. You work for General Laius.
I serve under General Laius. But that's not why I'm here. I'm here because two men who came by this way, one we know for certain is infected with the orc sickness, the other one we suspect is complicit, if not also infected. I am trying to find if they've come by this way, if they're already in town.
Let's
Can I
see
speak
your
with his lordship, please?
let's see your messenger's mark. So one of them will reach. One of them goes in. You can hear the conversation. You know, Lord Godfrey, someone from General Laius. You'll hear a very young voice. Definitely no. So there's send her in. So the guard will step out. And in this, Lord Godfrey is probably barely 18. Definitely barely needs to shave. He is there. He is pacing about his small tent. Seems to be quite agitated, and it's adorable that he thinks he fits in this armor.
Oh. I bring Maythriel inside with me.
My lord. Or actually, excuse me, my lord. The gods above.
My lord.
Elvi. He gets up from his seated position in the armor, clink clink as it settles in position, and he's gonna walk over and he reaches for
Don't.
Mathriel's head.
Do not.
She takes a step back. Not reaching for anything, but a very pointed step backward.
I
Of
want
like
to touch your horns. The ones
Sorry.
of the Elvi of the North don't have any. I've only heard stories, and he will continue to reach for your head as if he owns it.
My lord, may I have a word with you? The elf is not why we're here.
So, actually, I will preface real quick. Yellow topic. I doubt it'll be a problem, but the character is going to insist to touch you, and I will assume to elves the horns are a private matter, but I will let you deal with that. Are you comfortable with role playing that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Does anyone else have a problem with that?
We're good.
All right, no problems. Okay, so he's gonna, like he owns you, he's gonna just like stroke your horns. Not in any like that. He's just like, ooh.
It's the classic, oh my god, can I feel your hair?
Yeah, exactly. Can I pat it? Nah.
Oh god. Maithriel reaches out and grabs the shit out of Lauren's arm.
Give me a resolve check, Maithriel. I'm going to give you a +10 because I feel like you're role-playing your disgust well enough that I'm going to mechanically give you a bonus here.
Oh boy.
It's a what check?
It's a resolve check, so it's a willpower skill. You have starting at that, you have 49%, so you're going to be rolling at a 59%. I don't think any...
I rolled the 20, so I am.
There you go. Okay, so he just grabs your horns like he owns them, and you know, rubs them. And like I said, it's more of curiosity than anything suggestive. Just like, oh, that's so cool. And after a moment, he will be satisfied. Huh? I feel like a deer. I feel like a deer.
Maithriel, if you want to go wait outside, you can.
And she just walks out, arms crossed, and clenching violently to her arms.
Yep. My lord, I would appreciate it if you do not accost my bodyguard.
Oh, please, and tell me, what lord are you?
I serve under General Gaius?
Laius.
Damn it. So close. I serve under General Laius.
Excellent.
While I am not landed gentry, I am a messenger under His Majesty's most holy military. That being said, the reason I am here is not because of the elf. I'm looking for two men who came by. One most certainly is infected with the orc sickness, and I think has entered the city of Rotsburg. Has he come by? There's a second one who I suspect may also be infected, or at least is helping him hide it.
He's going to adjust himself, like, in his armor that barely fits. There are many here who come and go. I have maybe 24 men left of the army that my father and I fielded. But there is a leader here. He may know, and I have business with him anyway. If the orc sickness is spreading here, all the more reason we should talk to him.
There was an attack just a few hours down the road yesterday, and I know there's at least one other infected.
So he's grabbing his sword, and he puts on, like, what's tattered left of, like, his regalia. Come, we shall speak to him.
I will let him. I will hold the flap open for him.
Gotcha. So out comes Lord Godfried, barely fitting in his armor, and he's going to continue marching. Oh, I lost something. Hold on here.
Hand check.
No, think I just lost the stream here. Let me. If you guys can still hear us, I'm gonna end this here. And we're gonna try to. Let me click a button.
It says it's still.
I'm ending the stream
It
here.
shows still live.
Oh, yep, something.
Yeah, it looks like.
Hold on here. I had to hit end stream. I don't know what's happening. I'm not doing much
I had a
else.
cliffhanger. We left it on there.
Yeah, I'm clicking something.
Yeah.
All right, hold on here. Yeah, OBS is not responding to anything. Sorry, everyone.
Oh, okay.
I'm hitting Task Manager. Let's see what happens. Task Manager. Let's see here. It seems like it's still going.
Yeah.
An error has occurred and Streamlabs closes. Okay.
Yeah, it looks